Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. Now that I've finished my Izanami Max Luck, I can kind of go through the mission with sort of kind of weird or like teams for like demonstration purposes. So here I am going to bring in a team that relies almost entirely on Bishamonten. So yeah, I love Bishamonten, and she's really great for Izanami because she's got the double null ability of a null gravity barrier and null warp, both of which appear in this quest. And then she's got a meteor strike shot, which can help you clear a field or do damage to the boss. And then she's got the thing that I love most about her, which is her tag laser, which is a very, very strong bump combo. It's a little difficult to use. You can think of it as like Izanami's rebound laser that does not rebound. So whatever direction you hit Bishamonten, the laser will come out in the exact same direction. And then, yeah, that's it. It will not rebound, just go off the screen. But yeah, there are some techniques that you can use to get more use out of the laser. And then there are certain characters that you can use to get more use out of the laser. And so, for characters, ideal characters that are good to use with Bishamonten are other Pierce characters. And then maybe one character with a Blast Bump combo. And so Sirius fits the bill here. He's got Pierce, no gravity barrier, and he's a water type. So he's a good partner with Bishamonten. And then I'm also using Napoleon, who is a Pierce, no gravity barrier, water type, but also with the Blast Bump. So you can use that Blast Bump to get out more lasers. And then if you did not have Napoleon Evolution, you could also bring Dax Evolution, who is another Pierce, no gravity barrier, water with a Blast Bump combo. I would kind of recommend against bringing two characters with a Blast Bump combo for use with Bishamonten. Because if, say, Bishamonten is here, and then the Blast Bump character is here, if you hit this Blast Bump character, the Blast Bump will go off, and then set off the tag laser to go in whatever direction you hit this original guy. The thing is, with using two Blast Bump characters, you might set off a chain reaction where you hit one Blast Bump guy, who sets off another Blast Bump guy, who sets off Bishamonten. And then that's more difficult to control. That might send the tag laser in a direction that you were not intending, which has happened a lot to me in trying to use two Blast Bump characters with a Bishamonten. You can experiment, but I would recommend only one Blast Bump character for use with Bishamonten. And yeah, I would also kind of recommend not using more than one Bishamonten. I went a little bit heavy with this team, and then I did get in trouble a few times, and then the mission did seem to take a very long time. So yeah, maybe I would recommend one Bishamonten, and then either one or two other Pierce characters, and then one or two other Bounce characters, and then one other Blast Bump combo. That might be my ideal setup for using Bishamonten. But yeah, just for fun, I brought a team very, very focused on getting Bishamonten's tag laser to work. Which was good and bad. Yeah, and actually we're kind of seeing that the zombie loop here has taken a while. I'm not getting the positioning for Bishamonten really perfect, but whatever, we'll make it through. Yeah, so here Bishamonten is, was right next to the wall, so I wasn't able to get the laser into the zombies. But yeah, so I've talked about sort of team composition that's good for Bishamonten. And then next I'll talk about techniques to use with Bishamonten to get more use out of her. And ideally, the ideal place for Bishamonten to be is to be as close to the center of the screen as possible. If she is close to the center of the screen, then you have more chances to hit her from the outside to direct the laser where you want. And then it's also easier to bounce off the wall and then hit Bishamonten to get that angle as well. When Bishamonten is right next to the wall, that can really limit where the laser can come out. If Bishamonten's here, and then your character is here, of course, you can do the straight up laser, but that doesn't come in handy too often. You often want to shoot the laser into the center of the screen. So one way you could get around that is if Bishamonten is next to the wall here, you can shoot your guy so that it hits the wall, and then on the rebound out, hit Bishamonten to hit that laser out. And that is very possible, but it does take a little bit of technique in order to hit the wall right below Bishamonten. And then, of course, that also really limits your range of where you can shoot the laser. But that is a way to get the tag laser out, even when she's next to the wall. Okay, so we've entered the first mini-boss stage, and so finally we can get some tag lasers into the boss. So that was pretty great. I went up and I hit the one Bishamonten, took down the little guy, hit the wall, came down, and then hit the tag laser into the boss. So we'll do the same thing here. Alright, excellent damage. Yeah, the tag laser works best against bosses, just because they're nice big targets, and because they have weak points that can take more damage. Okay, there goes the mini-boss. And then when we take down the mini-boss or the boss, all the other little guys disappear, so... with Bishamonten, it can be worth just focusing on the boss. Okay. So here is the last zombie loop of the mission, and with all Pierce characters, this one's a little bit difficult. But if you can place your Pierce characters kind of along that diagonal, including the zombies, that can help you out a lot. So. Yeah, and today is very rainy and dark, so I'm being lit up by my computer monitor. Probably my complexion doesn't look so great, but oh well. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna try to move my guys into along that diagonal. Alright, so now my guys are in decent position, and I can start to think about taking down the zombies. But yeah, we're almost 8 minutes into the mission. So yeah, this is taking a little bit of time with this team. So yeah, I guess I couldn't really recommend this team. I would call it maybe more a Bishamonten challenge. But here, this is an example of where Bishamonten is very close to the wall. So with Sirius, I hit the wall right next to Bishamonten, so that when I came up, I would get the tag laser out to take out that row of guys. So that was a good example of that. And then, yeah, once we enter the boss stages, with Bishamonten, I would almost recommend just to ignore the little guys, and then focus on the boss. Just because the damage output is so high, you can pretty easily take down the boss before you take too much damage from the little guys. So yeah, we'll work on positioning my Bishamontens more towards the top, so that we can get more tag lasers into them. But yeah, being next to the wall there is not great. It would be better if the Bishamontens were on the other side of Izanami. So I'm going to try a super tricky shot here where I hit one wall, hit the other wall, and then hopefully get the tag lasers out. But couldn't make it work. Okay, we'll try to do the same thing there, couldn't quite make it work. Yeah, when Bishamonten's along the wall, it's more difficult to use her, for sure. Okay, we'll get a tag laser out into the zombie at the very least. And I think we'll get one more here. Alright, great. Ooh. Lots of damage, but the boss is nearly taken down, so I think we'll be okay. Just for insurance's sake, we will use Sirius' Strike Shot. Okay, take down the shield, why not? Woo! Big damage. But again, we're looking okay. So let's get out the tag laser there, and then proceed to the next mission, to the next stage. Okay. So here, I feel like this stage with Bishamonten goes the most quickly. Maybe she's got less hit points, or maybe the positioning is better or something, but yeah, we'll just do tag laser, tag laser, tag laser to beat this mission as quick as possible. Okay, so there I tried a tricky shot where I hit one Bishamonten, got the laser and the Tiamat. Then I came around and then I got the used Napoleon to get the tag laser into the boss there. So yeah, that turned out pretty well. And we'll do the exact same thing here. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. And we'll do that thing again where we, hit some corners and try to hit Bishamonten's tag laser. Okay, second to last boss stage. And this one's a little bit tricky. The shields, they slow down our guys a lot. And then I always debate using one of Bishamonten's meteor strike shots here. And then yeah, I could include the zombie and then the warp guy and then come down and probably hit Izanami. But I was feeling pretty confident, so I went without the strike shots. Yeah, but Bishamonten's positioning is pretty bad here, so we can't really rely on her. So we'll focus on taking down the zombie instead. Okay, very good. And now Napoleon, she's in good position for the other Bishamontens to use. So I think we'll maybe try a little bit of that here. Or not. We'll just do the direct damage since the weak point's right in front of us. Okay, but here, for sure, the next turn, we'll use Bishamonten to curve around and then get the tag laser into Izanami. Alright, excellent. Yeah, and then there we saw Napoleon set off the other tag laser as well. So maybe I would have been better off actually doing Napoleon at a slightly lower angle, but whatever. Alright. Oh, very nice. We'll grab the heart. Yeah, that last turn I tried to, kind of curve around Bishamonten to try to come back and then hit her. But I missed it. Yeah, Bishamonten's tag laser does take practice, so... I would recommend using her in Leah, that voucher quest, especially if you have a lot of vouchers left over. Yeah, take Dax evolution into there in Bishamonten, and you can use that for practice. That only takes 1 stamina, so you can go all day with that. Okay, so last boss stage. We'll start using strike shots here. But again, of course, we can still take advantage of the tag lasers, which we'll do here. Alright, excellent damage, boy. 750,000. Alright, just for fun, we'll use a Napoleon strike shot. Okay. And then we will use Bishamonten strike shot. And we'll see if we can take down the Tiamats. Excellent. Alright, one last strike shot, and then I think we'll also go for the tag laser here. Might as well. Okay, I think we just nicked her. And then we got the meteor. Alright. So yeah, that was the Bishamonten-heavy team for Izanami. And now that I think about it, it's an all-Pierce team, which I don't think you see too often for Izanami. But yeah, I highly, highly recommend Bishamonten for Izanami, and bring either Napoleon or Dax Evolution in particular. And then if you need practice, to go to the Aliyah voucher quest. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Take care.